From the deck. This is Erin Harrigan, your Hustle with Heart coach, helping everyone attain results for total health with Arbonne and helping entrepreneurs align results to God's truth. And we're here with this daily dose of success God's way. And I'm not fresh from CrossFit, but I was there about an hour or so ago, maybe an hour and 20, I don't know, in the morning. So I apologize for the look, but you guys know I am all about being authentic and vulnerable with you. So I actually was going to a different verse this morning based on a meditation from the encounteringpeace.org podcast, which if you haven't checked that out, it's a fantastic meditation. They do about a 15-minute meditation every morning on scripture. And it's just a beautiful way to start your day. But I came across this scripture, which led me to today's topic, which is being bold in business. So the scripture is Romans 1:16, and the verse says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God to salvation for everyone who believes, for the Jew first and also for the Greek." And you guys know that I love my Charles Stanley Bible and I love his commentary. And this is what he says about Romans 1:16. "We must never feel ashamed about our connection to Christ or our salvation. He freely offers it to all." Oh, there goes my pen. "It is a high privilege to represent him, and we must do so with boldness and enthusiasm." So what does that mean for us as God-centered entrepreneurs and bridging faith in business and being bold in business? It's about being bold in this vehicle that God has given us to serve his people and honor him. It's about being bold and standing up for our belief and our passion, not only about what we're doing and how that can help people, but that he is the center of it. And you've heard me share before that I've had a number of times where people have said, you shouldn't talk too much about God. It's fascinating because I actually had someone say about a networking group that I was going to go to, "I don't think your message about God and business is really appropriate for that group." And I know that they meant it with love, and I know that they meant it because they probably didn't want me to feel rejected, or they didn't want people to, look at me strangely or whatever it is. But here's what I know to the core of my being. What you build outside of God's will, you will have to maintain outside of his will. And I lived that life as an entrepreneur. But when I gave my life to Christ and decided that my business was as much his as the rest of my life, that changed everything for me. And so does it look as big or bold or overflowing as the world thinks it should look? Probably not. But I know that he is doing his work in it. And so I will be bold in standing up in proclaiming that he's at the center of my business. But more importantly, to be aligned and abiding with him, because he is the one that crosses my paths with the right people that he intends for me to serve. So if you think about it as a God-centered entrepreneur, he's given us this vehicle as a way to serve his kingdom, as a way to reflect his love and light and to the world. So it's not just how we're showing up in life as entrepreneurs, it's how we're showing up in our business. And sometimes that means that people aren't going to want to do business with us. But those aren't the people that he wants us to be doing business with. He's already aligned the people. If we can just surrender, take the action, because we do have to keep walking and we do have to keep taking action. We don't just sit back and say, "Okay, Lord, bring it all to me." But to be bold enough to stand up for what we're doing, and that he is at the center of our business, and that we're bold enough to go and share our business or our service or our products with people, that we don't have the fear to do that because he's given us this vehicle in a way that can serve. So I am bold in sharing my coaching and my Arbonne Healthy Living with people because he's given me these businesses to impact his kingdom. And health is wealth. So not everybody will say yes to me, but I'm not afraid to share it because it's what he's called me to do to impact his kingdom. So that's your daily dose for today. Being bold in business, being bold in standing for Christ at the center of your business. You guys, it's going to turn some people off. It just is. But that's okay, because those aren't the people necessarily that he's called for you to serve. But those people will see how you show up in life, and that you are authentic and you're just a regular person, but that your life is governed by the Lord and not the world. And they will wonder, where do you get this peace and this joy, even in the face of trouble and trial and tribulation? And that's the opportunity that we can share with them. Daily dose for today. I'd love for you to post below and tell me how you're showing up boldly in your business. I'd love for you to join the Success God's Way community, where we have like-minded entrepreneurs that are building businesses that honor God and serve his people. That's where we support each other. And I'd really love for you to let me know how I can serve you, either as your healthy living coach through Arbonne, or your business coach as you walk this path of Success God's Way. So have a fantastic Thursday.